Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's my time, Vanessa's VSG journey. I wanted to come in and hold a second. I see something in the background. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to just come and make a video, and tomorrow will be September 10th, and so that will be my 1 month Surgur-iversary, month 1. And I'm doing good. I am doing good. I'm just recovering from my first ever stall, and let me just tell you, ladies, gentlemen, if you haven't had a stall, you don't want a stall. It's the most frustrating thing ever. You know, we were we're overweight, so we're used to dieting. We're used to, you know, maybe not making the right food choices and the scale kind of going up, not going down. But once you have surgery, you can't eat much. So when that scale is not going down, you really don't understand it. It's like, how is the scale not moving? And I'm eating bites of this and a taste of this, and that's it. But as my surgeon just explained it, I did well on the PreOp diet. I lost 21 pounds. The following week after that, I lost 12 pounds. And so he said your body basically goes into starvation mode and it holds on to whatever you are. You might see a loss of a pound, or you might see no loss. And for me, I saw no loss. So I was 292 for a while, and then it moved, and then it went to 290, and then it stayed there again, and it stayed. And so this past Wednesday that just passed, I got on the scale, and it finally moved to 87. I had been speaking to a young lady on Instagram. I asked her a question about, she's about 8 months out. I think 8, or is it 11? No, I think she's 8 months out. And I was asking her, have you experienced a stall? How do you get through it? And so, she said she did have experiences with stalls, and she basically gave me the advice that, why don't we try to go back to liquids? And this is something we were going to do together. Go back to liquids, and liquids all during the day, and then just have a small dinner, if you will call it dinner, because we know we're not eating much. Call it a dinner. So really one actual meal, and then 2 protein shakes, and then liquid water all during the day, and see. Sometimes she said that'll sometimes kick you out of that stall. And so, at this point, I just felt like, well, let me try. The scale is not moving, so let's try. And sure enough, she had been in her stall also. I forget her weight, but she was in the stall also, and she was right. So, we're rookies in this, and sometimes we have to listen to the people who have experienced it longer. She was so right. She told me what we should do, what we both should do, and we did it, and the scale moved for her, and the scale moved for me. And I was just so happy, because it just wasn't moving, guys. I didn't know what to do. I mean, it wasn't going up, but it wasn't going down. So I can call her my friend now. She helped me out of that, because when you go through these surgeries, unless someone in your immediate family has been through it, it's hard to go to them and tell them, because they're like, wait a minute, you just got this surgery and now you're not losing weight. They don't really understand. You try to explain, oh, my body's holding on to it. They don't get that. Listen, you had this surgery, which is so drastic, and now you're not losing weight, what you're supposed to be losing. I don't understand. So it was kind of hard to really go to anybody in my circle to be able to explain it to them. So it's a blessing to be able to speak to someone in the weight loss surgery community that would know how to get through it, and to prepare me that there will be another stall. And I believe that she was telling me that sometimes you have a big lose, and then you have a small lose, and then sometimes you have no loss. Or sometimes after a big lose, then you will have a stall. So just prepare myself. So it's good to know. It's good to know I have friends that are there that can just kind of help me through this, because that's just not a question. You can just ask anyone if they haven't gone through this surgery. you know. Between this and the gastric bypass, if they haven't had weight loss surgery, it's kind of, they don't know, because it's the whole dynamic is different, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm glad that the kids are back to school. Makes it a lot easier to get back my household back into some sort of structure. And I'm doing fine. I have a few NSVs. So even when the scale wasn't moving, my measurements were moving. I was surprised. I had watched videos and people had said, you know, there will be a time when the scale is not moving, so write down your measurements. And I did it. I didn't know how fast I would get there, but yeah, I wrote down my measurements, and yeah, the measurements were moving. Even, I don't know how, but even when the scale wasn't moving, my measurements were moving. I will probably do a video on that when I get to my 2 months out, my before surgery, and then the 2 month video of where my measurements are. But my measurements were moving, so I'll tell anyone, if you're pre-op, take your measurements, take your before pictures, because there will come a time when you're looking at yourself and you will not see what everybody else sees. Other people will tell me, oh, I see it in your face, and my girls are like, Mom, your stomach is smaller, and your legs are not swollen, and even though I see that, there's still some of it that I'm like, okay, I guess I'm losing. But the good part about this is the NSVs that let you know that there have been changes. The first NSV, and for me, this is a huge one. Guys, I am off my CPAP machine. I am off my CPAP machine. And I can't really tell you what that really feels like. It feels so good. Now, let me tell you one thing about me. Before I went in for the sleep study, I thought I might have sleep apnea, because my girls were telling me I'm snoring and it's really loud, and I realized that I would wake up, I would have a bad headache, and I would be tired all day. But I figured maybe it's just the weight weighing me down. I wasn't sure. And when I went in and they told me you have severe sleep apnea, I said, wow. The lady, they gave me my machine. She told me you will feel better instantly. And I guess I believed her, but I didn't think instantly would have been instantly. I thought in a month you'll feel better. No. Within a week, 7 days, 5 days, I was feeling well rested when I was waking up. And my doctor would always say, make sure you use